Welcome back to the channel, Cars_Mad.
Yes, happy December. I've got my Christmas hat on, and remember, we do have a Christmas special releasing 12 a.m. Christmas Day, but that's not today's episode. Today, what are we talking about?
I thought we'd do something and then just talk about the most overpriced cars of 2024 on the second-hand market.
Mm-hmm.
We might throw a few new ones in, but mostly second-hand.
Because we already had a video talking about some well-priced cars if you were looking for a car for a good price, but this one are the ones to avoid.
Yeah. So, well, not necessarily avoid if you can afford them. They might be good cars, but they're just overpriced.
Yeah.
Before we get into it, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. And go to our other channel, Cars_Reactions, and go hit the subscribe button over there. We have some pretty cool episodes on that channel, so make sure you go do that.
Mm-hmm.
Now let's get into it. So, do you want to put out an overpriced car that you think is worth a lot less?
We talked about it a little bit last time, how it's a good car, but the Land Cruiser can be extremely expensive when you're looking for it.
It's ridiculous.
Right? So, yes, it's a good car. Yes, it's great at off-roading. Yes, it looks great.
But is it that much better than like a Patrol? No. In my opinion, it's not as good, but, you know.
So, extremely, extremely overpriced.
Yeah.
The Land Cruiser. I'm going to start there. What do you think?
I would also say a Patrol TD, like the diesel GU, is pretty expensive. I wouldn't necessarily say it's overpriced. It's just on the expensive side. I was going to put in the N70 Toyota Hilux.
Mm-hmm.
Over 25 grand.
It's true.
For a 2007 car or whatever.
Very true.
That doesn't have a rear diff lock. Ford Ranger did. The generation after, but they're about the same price.
Mm-hmm.
The Toyota Hilux, it's just the N70. Most Hiluxes in general, but the N70 is just ridiculous. Like, with most of these cars, like, they might be good cars, they're just overpriced. But with the Toyota Hilux, it's not good at anything.
Yeah.
It's not good at towing compared to other cars. It might be reliable, but it's certainly not the most reliable Toyota. It's not that comfortable. It's not that nice in the interior. It doesn't look good.
I think Toyotas do, because they're a reliable car.
I think
they really are, but they get bumped up in price because they have that rap. Oh, they're a good, reliable car. They'll last a long time, so you pay extra.
Yeah, but I think that's ridiculous as well, because the N70 Hilux isn't actually a good car.
Mm-hmm.
If you're going to buy a car, if you want a dual cab, you buy a Ford Ranger.
Now, I wanted to ask you about that, because we're big Ford Ranger fans, always have been, always will be, but they are still a pricey car, right? Yeah. Do you think they're overpriced, or do you think because they're such a good car,
I think that, first of all,
money?
I think that you're not necessarily paying for the features with the new car, you're paying for the company, you're paying for the you know, the fact that it was designed in Australia, the fact that with they've added a bunch of features, but also, like, you know, you can get stuff in them. I would say that PX Ranger is probably one of the best value for money dual cab utes you can buy. It might be similar price to others, but it's definitely a lot better. So PX Ranger, 3.2 litre 5-cylinder one. Stay away from the other engines, if you can.
What else is there out there that you would just say is ridiculously overpriced?
The new Honda CR-V. Like $44,000 for a base model.
When, as you keep saying, you could just get a better car that does the same thing.
You could get like a high-spec Subaru Forester.
And Subarus are a great car. We do like Subarus.
Yeah. I think that's ridiculous. Hey, want to see something cool? Look at that. What's that car right there? Let us know in the comments down below if you know. Anyway, do you have any other overpriced cars?
We've spoken a bit about four-wheel drives and off-roaders. I'm wondering if there's any just daily drivers.
What about like a sports car? I will say a Mazda Miata. Yep. Mazda NA MX-5 Miata. Ridiculous.
Mm-hmm.
You can, like, 15 to 20 grand for a good one. For a car that has a 1.8 litre 4-cylinder engine that makes like 100 horsepower at the wheels. Ridiculous.
It is.
It has pop-ups. But I would just buy an NC Miata, honestly. I actually think they look pretty good, even though they don't have the pop-up headlights. Yeah, and a Miata, ridiculously overpriced.
Overpriced. And as you said, there's other models of the same car that you can get for much cheaper that work very well.
Exactly. So, yeah. I think that this is more just, an interesting video that I decided to do. It's not necessarily... I also had this idea. I'll put out a weekly poll, and in the next episode, I'll reveal the results, and I'll do it every week. So,
Nice.
I'll put up a poll, and you guys can go vote on that in the community tab. That's enough for today. Make sure you go subscribe to Cars_Reactions. Go do it. Go do it. Just go do it. If you want to see some other videos, just click here or here. Bye.